record this meeting. If you guys want to send this out to your prospects or other people that's a part of the team, it will be available and recorded. Hey, Coach Jenna, how are you this evening?
Hey, Amanda, nice to see you. How
Good
are
to see
you doing? So,
you.
allow me to introduce you. So, everybody, you're in a real treat tonight. We have the wonderful seven-figure earner, trainer, coach, mentor, Amanda Ray. She is going to bring the information to you in a very easy bite size so that everybody out there can understand that anyone could literally do this. I'm super excited because I've never done this before in my life, and I've actually earned over $60,000 since I started. Never done postcards, so you can do the same. I promise you, I am nobody special, and I can assure you with the training that you're going to hear tonight, you're going to be able to put a lot of these tips to use, and then we're going to be able to go out and take some action. Go tell everyone you know. So if you're here today, consider it a blessing. Somebody thought highly of you to invite you. We want to pack these calls. We usually hit over 100. We want to get them to 1,000 or more calls. We need your help. If you're making money and if you're excited about the postcard opportunities that we have here, please make some noise within your households and rally the troops and get them on these Zooms. So without further ado, I'm going to take myself out of the way. I'll be back though, because I'm going to share some wisdom for you at the end of this program. But I'm going to introduce right now the wonderful Amanda Ray. Take it away, Amanda.
Thank you so much, Coach Jenna. And I just want to say I'm so glad to be a part of this team. Coach Jenna actually is the one who told me about this postcard program opportunity. And for those that don't know, I actually have been doing postcard opportunities since 2016. Now, here's the thing. I was introduced to postcard opportunities back in 2014. And I didn't really know much about it. I joined, I never did anything with it. And then I took another look because in 2015, I wasn't having much success with online marketing. And we know with online marketing, we know that there's other affiliate marketers that are making tons of money and they're doing such a great job. And it just wasn't my thing. I just didn't have the skill set in order to start seeing results within the online space. And someone said to me, hey, have you ever done postcard mailing? And I said, no. And it was like, you should try it. And I said, okay. And it was life-changing for me. I made my first $50,000 in 2016. And I just shared on my personal channel. If you guys haven't been to my YouTube channel, you want to go take a look, because I shared with the audience how I was able to pay my $16,000 worth of debt back in 2016 just from doing postcard programs. And guys, it was life-changing. I really didn't know if it was going to be something that was going to be long-term for me or not, because it just seemed so unreal when it was happening. It was one of those things where I was like, I wish I knew about this 10 years ago, 5 years ago. But you know what? It's better late than never, right? So I felt like it was just my time and I was going to take it all the way. I was going to learn everything about postcard mailing, postcard opportunities, how to market within the offline space. And once I really understood how it worked, I then started working within the online space. But postcard marketing and doing offline marketing is where I actually got my feet wet, and that's where I started. And because I had done so well in 2016, I just kept going, and I made over 100,000 in 2017. I did about $400,000 in the space in 2018, and the rest is history. And again, this is all from basically staying committed to the process. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that today, because I think that's where a lot of us fail. Like Coach Jenna had just said, we had over 100 people coming out to these calls just 1 month ago. And the reason why is because people are so excited when they first start an opportunity. We are just, as a people, we're driven, especially if there's things that we want to do. And when we are excited, we stay put, right? But what we need to do is we need to talk about what to do when the excitement fades away. And one of the things I want to talk about is it's almost like being on a roller coaster, right? If you ever been on a roller coaster before, right? When you're standing on a line, you're so excited. When you first get on a ride, you're so excited. And when the ride starts moving, you're just like the adrenaline is rushing and everything just seems like it's coming at once, right? But the moment you get off the ride, most people lose that excitement, right? Because it's over, it's done. But what you need to do is you need to work on your program even when the ride is over, right? When that excitement is over, how do we stay in it? Because there's going to be times when you're working your business and you're not going to feel that excitement anymore. And whether this is with Postcard or any online opportunity, we have to figure out what keeps us excited, what keeps the momentum when we don't feel like working anymore. That's one of the things that happened to me in 2016, leading up to my results. It was a rough ride because sometimes we think about, am I doing this for nothing? Is it worth it? Should I stick with it? Should I move on to something else? And what happens is most people that keep moving and bouncing around from one thing to the next don't have the excitement anymore because they don't have the results. And they just feel maybe everything that they looked at is a scam, or they feel that they aren't smart enough or bright enough to get it done. But one of the things I want to tell you and share with you today, that the main thing that allowed me to earn a $50,000 in 2016 was to remain consistent. Even when it seemed like it wasn't working, when it seemed like people wasn't reaching out, when it seemed like my efforts were going unnoticed, I stayed consistent. And that's what it's all about. One of the reasons why we don't stay consistent is the simple fact that when you go to a job, right? We all had at some point had a job. And when you go to a job, you get paid either weekly or bi-weekly. And this happens consistently for the next 20, 30, 40 years of your life. Now you're moving into a business where you may not see results right away, but we're already brainwashed to receive a check every week or every 2 weeks. And it's hard to cope with that. And one of the things that I tell people all the time is the only way to be able to cope with these feelings and the things that's going on when you're working your business is to stay connected. Stay connected with people who are going through what you're going through, people who are striving and people who are doing well. And not only that, make sure that you stay involved in the trainings, because all of these things is what helped me to overcome those feelings that I were feeling, where one minute I was excited and the next minute I felt like my world was coming to an end, right? Nothing was coming together the way I wanted it to. And when we do these things and we stay put, we stay consistent, we actually start to see results. We want to look at this as a long-term business. Like I said, I started in 2016. I'm still here today, the beginning of 2022. I am a living witness that this works. And if you put the work and energy into it, you will get out and receive what it is that you're looking for, right? You want to start to brand yourself, build your business. You want people to know who you are. And there's easy ways to do this. Let me tell you, guys, I went to school for business and administration. I did not finish. College was not for me, okay? I didn't like it. I was so sick of listening to professors and feeling like I was sitting in a class accomplishing nothing, right? I've had friends that went on to get their master's degrees and they still don't make more than me, right? Sometimes it's not always about going to school and getting an education and knowing all that you need to know to make the money that you want. Because there's a lot of people that went to school and they're not making the money that they want to make. They're not even working in the field that they went to school for. So what we want to do is we want to take a hold of this billion-dollar industry that we're sitting in, billion-dollar industry, right? And no matter where you're coming from, no matter what walks of lives you're from, no matter what job you've worked, no matter what degree you didn't get, it doesn't matter here, right? And that's what I love about the space, is that anybody can make it as long as you put the time and energy and you do your part within your business. Treating this like a business and not like a hobby is the first thing, because the moment that you turn it on and say, you know what, I'm going to treat this like $1 million business, I'm going to treat it like I spent $50,000 on this business. That's when you will actually start to see results. So I put together a presentation. We normally do this presentation every week. I switched it up a little bit this week because there's some things I wanted to talk about and actually share with you guys that's normally not on the presentations. And the reason why is that I think that some of these pieces are fundamental, and they will help people to really see how this business works from a business standpoint, right? Because that's the thing. Sometimes it's like, okay, you said it works, but how can you back that up? That postcard mailing works, right? And what I want to do is just go over that today to tell you some of the statistics that's out there that tells us this works and why it works. So first, we're going to start off by just saying congratulations to everyone who has already joined the opportunity and those who have also upgraded. Okay. Yes, anybody can join this business for $50, but it's all about those who actually upgrade as well, taking your business to the next level, making the most out of your business. And not only that, being able to put more into your business by leveraging the opportunity. That's what's important. So congratulations, guys. This is a program where you can start off as a business owner for just $50, one-time fee of $50. If you want to upgrade, you will have to pay more. Phase one is just $50. That's going to get you your 200 postcards, your 200 leads, your reseller license, your ID number, everything that you need to get started. And then if you want to, you can also get the website that we offer to all of our members. Okay. So $50 again is a one-time fee. You cannot go to phase two unless you first come in at phase one. Once you are in at phase one, you can upgrade to phase two. And phase two is where you start to make the bigger bucks, because now when people come in under you, under these levels below, whether it's the 100, 300, the 500, the 1,000, 1,500, now you can actually start to collect bigger payouts on level position number one. So for every person that comes in at $100, you get 70. Every person that comes in at 300, you get 150. If they come in at 500, you get 350. And then not only that, you now are able to also build momentum by other people that are working within your downline. Okay, so this is what you're going to be able to get with this opportunity. Fast start bonuses, the spillover bonuses, you got the upgrade bonus and residual income. Now, one of the things that I want to say, and I want you guys to really understand this, this is very important. When you first start an opportunity or a program, everybody hypes it up in the beginning. You have thousands of people that come in. One of the main reasons why there are certain people that make more than others is because they stay in it longer. They stay a part of the opportunity longer. So what's going to happen is in 6 months from now, when a lot of people even forgot about it, or they decided to go on to another business after they sent out hundreds and hundreds of postcards, right? That momentum is still building up. The opportunity is still being seen by hundreds, if not thousands of people. And the people who stay in it make the most, because if that information is still floating around, but you decided to leave and go on to something else, the people who stick around are the ones who are going to get paid. That's why I tell people, if you're going to get in it, stay in it for the long run, because you're going to miss out when this thing really starts hitting thousands of people. If you have 100 people on your team, 50 people on your team, 20 people on your team, and they're sending out thousands and thousands of postcards. They're doing drop cards. They're putting out banners. They're even promoting within the online space, right? That snowball and effect that you're looking for doesn't happen right away. It can take up to 90 days. Now, if you leave within your first 30 to 60 days, but then you have other people who stay in this business for the next 6 months, 12 months, they're obviously going to make the money. And that's normally what happens within a business. People, they get exhausted, they get bent out of shape because they didn't see the results that they're looking for, right? And then they leave and they go on to something else. But all of the efforts that you put into your business before you decided to leave, is now going to be picked up by the people who stay in it for the long run. And that's basically how it works with most opportunities, right? The person can't reach you anymore, or you're not even interested, or maybe you didn't even upgrade and now you got a person that's reaching out. They want to come in at the $1,000 level. You're not going to upgrade because you done moved on to something else. So what do? They're going to go find someone else that's still in the business, still active, and that's still looking to help them to be successful. So that's why I tell people all the time, you have to look at this as a long-term game plan. And if you are looking at that, you need to get in contact with your sponsor or your mentor to find out what you need to do, the strategies that you need to have in place in order to make this last and make it worth your while. If you don't do that, you're going to be stuck and you're going to want to move on to something else. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because this is real when it comes to the offline space and the online space. If you don't stick with it, your efforts will go unnoticed. And the reason why is because people want to work with people who are still active within their business. Okay. So with direct mail, we know that direct mail is winning. I pulled up some statistics from online that shows us why direct mail is so powerful. And it has been for years. I remember getting postcards in the mail, and not even that, just letters in the mail when I was young. I remember 12, 13 years old, getting stuff in the mail from people. It was the weirdest thing. And I used to read it, and it would be like, kind of like gifting opportunities. But even back then, I was getting stuff in the mail. Okay. I remember being in high school and getting stuff in the mail. And actually, I used to always be fascinated by it, but it used to always make me excited because I used to never really get anything in the mail unless it came from someone trying to either sell me something or telling me about a great opportunity. So direct mail has a fantastic return on investment. According to the Data and Marketing Association, direct mail outperforms paid search and display ads by more than 12%. And then they basically go to say that people are statistically more likely to read a postcard than an email. Digital integration with direct mail is not only possible, but it's extremely powerful. And that's why with our trainings, we teach both, because when you put them together, you now have a match made in heaven where you can make the most from your efforts, right? And then with postcards, you can personalize them. And there's certain things that you can do. You can put them in envelopes. You can put pictures of yourself. You can give people information where they can go to your website, where it just gets them excited to know more about you. It gives them that personal touch where you're now building the know, like, and trust factor so that people can buy from you. And guys, that's extremely powerful. So again, this is some information that came from online Google search that is just a way to show you why postcard marketing and direct mail is so powerful. Okay. So one of the things I wanted to also touch on is our team bonuses. I do talk about some of them, but not all of them. And I wanted to make sure that I touched on this because, again, even if you don't get the most out of this, let's just say you don't do much with the business, it's still worth so much. Why? Because once you get started, it's not like if you don't use it right away, it's going to go away. There's no time limit or time frame on how quickly you need to actually start working on your business, right? But not only that, on top of that, you're going to get at the $300 level or higher, you're going to get hotel stays, and not only that, cruise stay for 2 at the $1,000 level. So you get bumped up to the $1,500 level if you come in at the $1,000 level, and you're going to get a 5-day cruise for 2 people. Okay, that there's no gimmick, there's no nothing underneath that, like what do you call it, like a gimmick, the scam kind of thing. No, you're gonna be able to reach out to Coach Jenna and you're gonna be able to get your 5-day cruise for 2. Not only that, at the $1,000 level, you also are going to get access to our Eagles Club, where we're going to be giving some high intensive training for you guys. At the $500 level, you're going to get bumped up to the $1,000 level. You're going to also get a 4-day, 5-night hotel stay and over 1,000 locations to choose from. You will have to pay the fees and taxes, but the stay is actually going to be for free. So the hotel taxes and fees is on you, but the room is going to actually cost you nothing. And then at the $300 level, you're going to get a bump up to the $500 level, and you're going to get a 2-day, 3-night hotel stay as well with that. So just at the $300 level, you're going to get 200 additional postcards and leads. On top of that, you'll get the hotel stay, and you'll have access to some other bonuses in our live trainings that we have, okay? So these bonuses I really didn't talk about in other meetings, but I just wanted to let you know that this is available when you decide to join our team and be a part of Cash Building System Unlimited. For a one-time fee of $50, you're going to get your 200 postcards, 200 targeted leads. They're peel and stick labels. They're going to come in an envelope with your postcards. You're going to be able to get information for our discounted stamps, so you don't have to pay full price for your stamps. You're going to also get other offline marketing strategies, trainings that will teach you how to promote this opportunity offline, other ways than just postcard marketing. You're going to have access to our exclusive Facebook group for members only, and also our chat room, okay? So this is, again, all available to you for a one-time fee of $50, one time. If you decide you want to upgrade right away. That's just going to allow you to build faster, because now you're going to have another additional 200 postcards and leads coming to you on top of the ones that you get at the $50 level. If you come in at the higher levels, you get even more postcards and leads as you upgrade to the higher levels, okay? So how to grow offline, we want you guys to come in and take advantage of our team bonuses, upgrade as soon as you can. Don't stick around at the $50 level. Guys, that's not really how you want to run your business, and that's not how you want to make the most out of it. So I tell people to upgrade as quickly as you can. You want to stay consistent with your offline efforts. Make sure that you attend the trainings. Now, if you cannot get the trainings live, you need to watch the recordings. And the reason why this is important is because you may be thinking of something. Why not get the answers? You can get the answers through our trainings or by watching the training replay. There's so many times where people, they come to me and they want to know information about, oh, this or that, or I wanted to know this, but we went over it in our trainings. If you were available, or at least watch the replays, you will have the information. So I tell people all the time, make sure that you get in on the training replays, even if you cannot make the live trainings, because there's going to be questions and things that we're going to be able to discuss where you can get the answers as long as you take some time to watch the trainings. Now, another thing I want to talk about is why it's so important to educate yourself, right? It's so important to learn more. I just wanted to show you guys this one thing. Coach Dennis, she told me about Atomic Habits. I went out and I purchased the book. Why? Because I want a good read and I want to learn more. I want to be able to build. I want to be able to grow. We need to educate ourselves on what it is that we're involved in so that we know the things that we need to do. I always take people back to going to school and going to college, right? If you want to become a nurse, you can't just go to the hospital and be like, oh, I want to start nursing. I want to be a nurse. I want to start taking care of people. No, you have to go to school first. And then you pass the test, and then you go into becoming a nurse, right? There's certain steps that we have to take. So it's the same thing with the online space or the offline space. You can't just come in here and say, oh, I'm going to just do this. No, you have to teach, educate yourself, know what to do, know what your target audience needs, what their wants are, what their desires are, how to grab people's attention, things like that. That's important. You're sending out these postcards, but do you know why you're sending them out? The person that's going to receive this in the mail, do you know what they're looking for? That's important. And no, it's not just about money all the time. People always think that, oh, yeah, I'm going to send them out because people want to make additional money like me. No, that's not always the case, right? If it's an older woman, Susie, and she's in her 70s, maybe she wanted because she wants to retire. Maybe she's ready. She's sick of going into work. that's the next step further of thinking outside of the box. Maybe 40-year-old Bobby, he wants to send his kids off to college and he can't afford to do it without an additional income, right? Maybe you have a person that wants to open up, they've been into their dog lovers, right? And they want to open up a grooming dog salon, right? You just never know. So what we need to really think about is what our targeted audience is looking for. We need to really think about, we need to take it a step further, because that branding that you're going to be doing is what's going to allow the person to relate with you. Yes, you can just send us in and say, yeah, they want to make extra money, they're going to get in. But everybody's not thinking that way. So as an example, how did I brand myself? I brand myself as a single mom of two, looking for time freedom, right? It's more than just money for me. It was about time. Time was important for me. I didn't like the fact that I only had a 30-minute lunch break. That's about time. So people could come to me all they want about money. I had money. I had money already, but I didn't have the time. But now with the business that I do, I can take my laptop and I can get on a plane with it. I can work from anywhere in the world as long as I have Wi-Fi. So again, these are the things that we go over in trainings that you cannot get from just getting into the opportunity and buying these. Okay, that's really, really important. So with that said, I just wanted to go over the website just to show you some of the additional bonuses that we have. And this is just one of the websites that we have available. You can go to your sponsor to get the website that they're offering. It's really up to you. But we have exclusive trainings. I have given trainings so far, and we have the Game Changing Academy that's coming up, which is going to give you guys some more free trainings that Coach Jen and I will be actually tuning in with 4 or 5 days, sometimes 3 days. We're going to have ongoing trainings that's just going to give you some of the way that we made millions of dollars within the offline and online space, and how you can do the same. Tips and tricks that you will not really even hear of unless you paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for it. Okay. We're going to also give you, again, the information for discounted postcard stamps, so you don't have to pay full price for the postcard stamps. The Facebook group we have, and then if you want one-on-one training, you're able to get that from any marketer that is doing really well. Maybe you want to follow their results. You want to have a one-on-one session with them just to really understand things. That's how I am. I need one-on-one sometimes. So we have that available to you guys. We have resources for success. So if you go into our Facebook group, once you are a member, you'll see a tab where it has all of these recordings that we put out for some of your most common questions and the things that you need when you get started. As an example, should I get a PO box, right? That's a really popular question. You're going to be able to get that information from our Facebook group. And then again, we have the Eagles Club. And if you want to get involved in the Eagles Club, you come in at $1,000 or higher, and you are now part of the Eagles Club, where when we have our high intensive group trainings, you can be a part of these trainings. Okay. So I just wanted to share that information with you. You can get this information from your sponsor. Whoever you sign up with, just ask them to give you the website link and you can get that information as well. What I want to do now is just hand this back over to Coach Jenna. Guys, I hope you guys love the presentation, and I hope that this has answered any questions that you guys may have. Oh, hey, Coach Jenna, you got to hit the mute button. You're on mute. There you go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, sorry. So absolutely, thank you so much for that awesome presentation. I love the flow of this presentation. It's not overwhelming. Everybody and anybody can do this. Got my book. Somebody asked, what is the name again? It's Atomic Habits by James Clear. I started to read it right around the same time that Amanda came into the opportunity, and she asked me what I was reading, and I told her, and yes, this is a must book. What it is habits that you create that you're not even aware of. It takes about, I would say, 19 days to create the habit, 30 days to actually hone in on that habit. Okay. And a lot of us don't even understand how habits get formed sometimes, right? We have good habits and we have bad habits. But what I wanted to say, I love the presentation about the consistency part too, because I will say this one for you, okay? Um, if you think that you're not enough, I'm going to tell you you are. Some of the key points that we touched upon today was stick and stay and you'll get paid. Every shiny object out there is gonna look like it's more money. It's more attractive, but I promise you this opportunity for $50. We talked about upgrades, we talked about vacation packages. It's the best $50 you will ever spend. Remember, most people are working and they're waiting all year to get a 5-cent raise. I assure you,
Opposite.
when you upgrade, you automatically give yourself a raise. Okay. So leveraging just means that we are in the community. When I say I made money in this opportunity, it's not just from my efforts. I want you to know that Amanda's efforts, Daria, I can go on and on. Anne Marie, there's so many people that I brought in, and we're all leveraging each other's talents. Anne, I know that you're out there as well. So understand that you're working as a team. You're never by yourself. And this community has been the most supportive, most loving community I have ever been. And I've been in the online space for many years. And I mean network marketing over 20 years, online space since 2009. Never have I ever seen a more supportive, more loving, more excitable community than this is. We have two simultaneous chats because one of them closed out. We have a proof group and we have a Facebook group just to have the trainings. So what I want you to do for 1 minute for yourself is just take some time and just be thankful that we have this community. This opportunity is beyond just postcards, okay? The activities is fabulous, but just the connections. Look around the people in this community, the entrepreneurs that I see here, the people that are like-minded, that are taking this by storm is so impressive. I am so thankful that Amanda said yes. I'm blessed that she said yes. I'm blessed that so many of you said yes. And then I watch. I take a step back and I watch and I see and I'm watching everyone grow. And we're all growing together. I mean, like it's like almost like put your name and put a 2.0 at the end of it because that's what it is. 2022 is all about leveling up. If you look in the news today, there are billions of people leaving their day jobs, losing their day jobs, have no option B, coming into the space. I promise you this, if you work harder on yourself than you do at your current jobs, you will win. You will win big because every one of us are natural born servant leaders. Do not chase commissions. Do not chase paper. Chase passion. Money is just money is not the true motivator. You know what the true motivator is? It's seeing people like yourself, people like Amanda, like myself, winning, finally winning at something. We've made money before, but you know what? Some of these opportunities are very short-lived. This is not. So I assure you, if you take the training seriously, and again, Amanda, you did a tremendous job, and I really, really appreciate you more than you know. I mean, everything that Amanda shares with us here in the community, take note of it. Any one of you can apply it and not only run with it, but success loves speed.
Mhm.
So when I tell you, don't sit there and just wait. Stop waiting. I want you to think about creative ways of how to share this opportunity with people. Every day when I talk to people, I just say, hey, do you happen to know anyone who might want to make some money online? And they're just like, I don't know. I'm like, well, if you do, I think I can help them. Now, I'm not asking them to join me. I'm just asking if they know someone. And you know what? Every day I get a yes. Every day I say, you know something, send it to me. Let me see if I can share. I want you to open your hearts and open your minds. There's so many people out there struggling and they don't have the heart to tell you that they're not making their bills. that they're not, that they're probably having ramen noodles for the month. They're not going to tell you that. They're embarrassed. I can assure you, if you put your ego on the shelf and just share this opportunity, you will bless so many, and you'll bless our community with more lovely faces, friendly faces. And we just love pouring into this community, because you know what? We get so much out of it. Amanda and I, when we talk, we get excited to come to you, to you all, and share opportunities with you. And with the the Game Changing Academy that we're putting together, it's because we would just want to give you more and more tools, more arsenal. How many times, Amanda, have you heard, what is your secret? What is the secret sauce? And there's no secret sauce. Honestly, we just work at it every day consistently. When I say accountability sister, you got to find yourself an accountability partner that's going to hold you to the fire, because just saying it to yourself is sometimes not good enough, because you can always cheat yourself, right?
Yep.
But if you know you have someone else to be accountable to, I assure you, you will level up. And that's what this community is. We all need to partner up, and we're doing it. I see people partnering up, and just make yourself accountable. Remember, you're not convincing anybody to join us. We're that good. Trust me when I tell you, those vacation packages, oh my God, those are thousands of dollars of vacation packages. The Eagles Club, you will never find a more economical training program than you will find in the Eagles Club. For $1,000? Are you kidding me? That's high ticket training in a little box of income. Okay, little box, that little fee, I should say. I assure you, if you take everything that we say and apply it, you will not only soar like the Eagles, but you will definitely be able to pour into your own teams and be the leaders that you are. So back to you, Amanda. I'm so happy and proud that we've locked arms, and this community, it's so much better than what I bargained for. So congratulations to everyone that's here. Get back to the person who invited you and tell them you are blessed. Blessed to be here. We all have blessings in our mouth to share. We just got to open our mouth, and you know what? Take the training and apply it. I assure you, your income will thank you for it. Your families will thank you for it. And you know what? Your legacies will stand merit. Back to you, Amanda.
Yes, thank you so much, Coach Jenna. And yes, guys, we are glad to have you here with us. For those who have joined, really take this serious. And what I want everybody to do is take some time this week to just jot down the things that you want to work on, maybe the things that you want to improve within your business, and start like going over them one thing at a time, the things that you want to do more of or learn more of, because that's where it starts. If you want to plan, you want to be successful, you have to plan it out, you have to write it down, and then you have to start strategically working on those things that's going to allow you to level up. Okay. So again, if you are looking at this opportunity, please get back to the person that invited you to this webinar. If you're already a part of the opportunity, we're glad to have you here, and we can't wait to see you do more within your business. Guys, thanks so much for coming out this evening. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Love you guys. Stay inspired and stay blessed.